Hey, good morning. It's actually it's raining outside and I'm getting ready to head to work. But I wanted to just stop in and just take a moment to say hi, good morning, and just share a thought. So, I've been talking about going from stuck to star power. And one of the things we talked about was how fear can cause you to be stuck. Then we talked about how failure can cause you to be stuck. And today I want to talk about family. And family can be a blessing to you or they can really hurt you. It just depends on the family. I know for me, and by the way, this is Anita Gibson, your coach, speaker, and educational strategist. I've been very blessed with family who support me in everything I do. My husband is amazing in just the way that he comes alongside all my wacky, crazy ideas and tries to find a way to help me be successful. My mom and my sister are just always behind me in whatever I'm doing, and that's such a blessing. It makes just such a difference when you have that level of support. It reminds me of a story, though, back when I had first gotten married, and we decided that when we got pregnant, I was going to stay home with the kids. And so that happened. Like 6 months after we got married, I ended up pregnant. That's a whole nother story. And we had just bought a home on 2 incomes, and but we really felt like God was saying that we were to have me stay home. And so probably not the smartest thing that we did, but I quit my job. I quit my good government job. I was working on Capitol Hill and doing well and had opportunities for advancement. And when my mother got a whiff of the fact that I was going to quit my good government job to go stay home with the kids and make no money and have no benefits, she was like, "Are you crazy? You can't do that." And so, we listened to her and my dad, but we just really still felt like it was God's will. And so home I came. Did we struggle? Absolutely. Did we almost lose our house? Yes, we did. But somehow the grace of God helped these foolish children because we were trying to do what we thought He wanted us to do. And so over time, once I got home, I actually did start some businesses. I was a successful piano teacher for many years, had over 40 students and another 40 on a waiting list, and never advertised. So that was a blessing. I was able to do that in our home. But I remember when the children got ready for school, and here comes kindergarten, and this new idea called homeschool was on the horizon. Back in the 80s, it had actually just become legal. Many people were not even, they were going to jail to homeschool their kids. And certainly no African American people were homeschooling. Nobody really even knew what it was. Most people thought you were crazy if you were thinking about it. And I've always kind of been like an out-of-the-box kind of person, so here we go again with something out the box. And I talked with my husband about it, and just really felt like we were supposed to stay home and take care of these kids. And so I mentioned it to my parents. We're gonna homeschool. And they looked at me like I was speaking Greek. It was like, "You're gonna do what?" So they already knew I was they called me weird, okay, in my family when I was coming up. So to them, it was like, "Oh, here she goes again, another weird idea. How are you gonna do that? You don't have a degree in teaching. You're gonna be home with them all day. I don't think that's gonna work." And so we listened. And then we prayed again, and it was still on our hearts. So we began that thing. Now, my mom would look at me some days like, what are you guys doing over there? Because our income was cut, at Christmas time, we had to make gifts, and, people who are used to bought gifts are kind of looking at us like, what is this? They didn't see the beauty or the value